Hey, everybody, welcome back to Z Frequency. I'm Andy Z. So, we've had a few developments in the past, I guess, day since I've recorded. So, this one is almost a personal taunt to me. Um, Thank you to everyone who has supported my book, UFO of God, for making it #1 bestseller on Amazon for 3 years in a row. Did someone say orbs? Shut up. I know. I just have to. Oh gosh, he's irritating me today. Anyway, now on to the real news. So here's something we've got. I've had a couple of things about um, the Pope. So let's talk about the Pope. The and a lot of it, most people know that the Vatican is one of the three sovereign states of the cabal. This dealing with the spiritual portions of the cabal. The Pope, I want to be very clear. So, Jesuits are one of the orders that support the Luciferian system. So, financially, Luciferian support, or I'm sorry, financially, Jesuits support the Luciferian system. So, the Pope, he may be the spiritual authority for Catholicism, but he's directly a Jesuit. Um, they are essentially, every Pope has been a very high level dark magician. So we're talking about MK Ultra programming at the very minimum. We're talking about sacrifices. We're talking about, you name it, they're doing it, and they are spiritually supporting the Luciferian network. So it's unfortunate. So I want to add this here, and this one's kind of controversial. At least I feel kind of torn about this. So the Vatican said Tuesday that Catholics can receive transplants of animal tissues to address medical conditions as procedures involving genetically modified pig or cow organs continue to advance. I This is bringing up. I want to. I have mixed feelings on this. I would say, of course, I want people to be able to have treatments that they need, but we also have to think about the real, true form of healing, which would be through frequency, which would be through sound, which would be through adjusting energetic blockages in your life. So when we start adding animal materials, to me, that is very chimeric. And we know that the demons that we are seeing, that they're really pushing as of recent, they also have some chimera type of features. They're kind of part animal, part person. To me, this is a very blatant. It's a move that could be seen as good, but I don't think that this is good. This gave me a really bad ping. Now, do I think that that's overall, there's no way that this should happen? I'm sure it goes case by case. But I don't think this is a good thing. And we've heard in Atlantis, everybody was pretty much, they were experimenting with DNA and putting animals with people. I just don't think it's a good thing. And I think it's very telling. I would maybe feel better about it if it weren't coming from the Pope. So, yeah. Now, the next thing, this is laughable to me. Pope Leo hosts exorcist summit at the Vatican over fears of worldwide surge in Satanism. Buddy, you are leading the surge in Satanism. I don't know. He's really, he's being bold. He's being really bold. While Okay, so let's talk about um, demonics and exorcism. So when you have some kind of a demonic attachment, the reason why people will go to a Catholic church is because, well, Catholicism is a system of rules, um, where it's very, well, let's simplify this and say, in Jesus's name, I really feel like it should be Yeshua. I think the Jesuits use Jesus's name um, through demons that they control to assert false authority, if that makes sense. So it helps the people that are experiencing this believe it a little bit more. If you say in Jesus' name, and then these people can go out and tell their story. But I do believe that there is a being, Yeshua, the real Jesus, Yeshua, that advocates for us on a different dimension and is able to then enact power over these demons. So that's kind of where that comes from. Now, I'm sure this whole demonic summit is going to be a lot of entrainment of demons to reassert them. And I'm also sure that this is going to be a lot of misinformation, because basically what they want right now is everyone having attachments. So the whole thing is really laughable. I as soon as I saw that, I laughed just like that. So those are the big things. Now, here's another thing that's interesting. It seems very biblical, but let's talk it out. So let's play this real quick. Okay, so the crows. I don't know if anybody's watched Schitt's Creek, but it reminds me of Moira Rose every time. I know this isn't supposed to be funny, but so everyone's reporting in Israel that the crows are conglomerating and leaving, and this is a telltale sign of a bad omen. What I would say is crows are very, very intelligent beings. They're very smart and they can be trained very easily. So, and we could have had them training these crows, and this is what I think has happened. They've trained and controlled these crows for decades to put out this omen to scare us. So hopefully now these crows can be free and enjoy themselves. But crows are very smart. They can be trained very easily. I think this is a false flag. I think it's designed to make us scared. So all of this stuff is designed to put us in fear. And what we are not going to do is fall into fear, because we are sovereign beings and we do not consent to bullshit. So I really urge everyone, no matter what you see on the news, no matter what you hear, there's a demonic possession takeover, save it. You can put a pig's kidney as my kidney. No thanks. I think we really have to be very conscious about, they're testing us right now, our level of connection and how committed we are to their matrix. And I am not at all committed to their matrix. I want to be as far away from their matrix as possible. So just be sure that you're remaining sovereign. You're not falling into fear, because at the end of the day, you are a sovereign being. You are in charge of yourself. You create your own destiny, and they're going to stop asserting their will on us. And this is all collapsing, or they wouldn't be doing these dramatic moves. So, yeah, that's my pep talk for the day. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Stay sane out there, stay sovereign, and I will see you as soon as we get some more stuff pop up. All right, thanks.